To another day of daily lives. Today is day 25 of building with attention, and yeah, it's day 25. Can't believe it. If you're new here and you're catching the replay, my name is Kareesha. I help women stay consistent, grounded, and self-disciplined while balancing a non-traditional lifestyle onto a life that we create for ourselves, a life of freedom, a life that we don't have to vacation from, a life we don't have to dream about, a life that we can actually just live and, yeah, live in our dream. So that's what I'm here for, and just to bring you guys along my own journey of pursuing my dreams of creating content on YouTube. YouTube never was a dream for me. It's just something that I feel like I have come to like, and I have come to want to like be on and share. And yeah, so it's nothing that I've like always wanted to do by pushing my face out or talking to like the general public, but it's something definitely now that I love doing because I love like documenting my journey and seeing like just seeing the progression, you know? And I feel like YouTube is a good way of doing that. But today, I just want to talk about boundaries or self respect in action. So that's what day 25 is all about, boundaries. And remembering that we have to have them in order to bring out the version of ourselves that we need for our dream, for our future self, for our goals, for everything that we want in life. There's um, there's another level that we have to be able to be willing to commit to. So boundaries are part of it. So my question to you is, have you ever said yes when you really wanted to say no? And I feel like I've been in those positions where I have committed myself to things and I really didn't feel like it. And it was more than just like feelings. It was just like I really had overcommitted myself to things that I didn't need to. Hi guys, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining the live. Um, Let me know where you're tuning in from, and make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Catch up with the replays so you know what the lives are all about. And yeah, but just saying yes to things because you want to people please or because you feel like it's going to help you better with what you're trying to do, instead of really sit down and think with yourself, like, is this really going to help me right now, like mentally? Because mental plays like a big part, and we have to take that into account. So learning to say no when you need to and not always saying yes. Yeah, and building boundaries not just with other people, but building boundaries within yourself. That's what this month is about, is just staying committed to something, staying committed to one habit that will help you further your goal of what you're trying to do. And having that boundary, like saying that you're going to commit to yourself and following through, is like so big because that allows you to know that you can trust yourself. But if you keep on falling out, if you keep on saying that I'm going to do something and then you don't do it, like, how can your body trust itself? Like, how can your cells trust you? Like, there has to be some kind of boundary. There has to be some kind of foundation that you're putting in place, that you're saying that, you know what, I'm not going to break this. I'm going to push forward and I'm going to see how this all turns out. Hi, welcome from Canada. Welcome. Hello, guys. Welcome to the live. Let me know if there's a habit that you're staying committed to for the month of May, whether it's the morning, the afternoon, the evening, whether it's praying, journaling, whether it's having like a work block during the afternoon, whether it's meditating in the evening. Like, what is one habit that you're staying committed to that's helping bring out a newer version of yourself? Bring out a version that has always been there, but it just never had a place, you know, to come out. It had never had a place to do its thing. No, I'm from the States. So, yeah, so when we don't set boundaries, when we don't set boundaries, we build lives around other people's expectation instead of our own. And that is just so like true. If you don't set boundaries, if you don't stand your ground, which, you know, I've been in situations where I haven't as well, but it's all a learning process, you know. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, but it's, like I said, a learning process. It's what you do later on, it's how you fix it later on. But if you have no boundaries set, like boundaries in your business, boundaries in your daily life, in your daily walk, it's going to be how everybody else wants your life to be set up. It's going to be how everybody else wants your day to, you know, go. It's going to be how everybody else wants your life to be. That's how your life is going to end up being if you don't set any boundaries. If you don't make it clear that your life is important too, and your voice matters too. And it's not just about what that other person may want for themselves and how they can maybe use you to get ahead or use you to just be with them, to support them during the process. Like, you have to have clear boundaries for what you want in life, and you have to be able to you have to be able to you have to be able to communicate that. You have to be able to be confident enough and know that 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 it's sure, So, being disciplined with routines. Yeah, and I would say too, is like internal versus external. I would say saying no to distractions, being disciplined with routines. That's what we're doing this month, is building routines by building this habit. It's um, it's just building upon what we're already trying to do. This is setting the foundation. So, saying no to distractions, being disciplined with routines, setting limits with work, family. And I would say my boundary, I feel like I'm still learning my boundary through this process, through YouTube, through creating the brand. I can't say there's a strict boundary that I'm even sticking to, but you know, the thing is, you'll know as you go along. You'll know as you keep staying committed to yourself. You'll know more of the boundaries that you really want to set in place, that you're not going to veer to the left or to the right, and you're going to stick with them the more you keep doing it. Because just saying you have a boundary, just to say it, it's like a waste of time, just to make yourself or make other people feel as if you know what you're doing. Like, why don't you just walk it out? Walk it out, fall on your face, mess up, succeed, however it needs to go. But just, you know, go along for the journey and figure it out as you go. Figure it out as you move forward. Figure it out as you act. Welcome to the live, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And yes, positive vibes for sure. So yeah, I feel like I'm just learning boundaries that I need to have in place as I go along this journey, and that's okay. And it's okay to be honest with yourself in that manner and not try to act like you have it all together, because we all out here trying to do life to the best of our ability. But I think the focus is that we need to do life to the best of our ability that's good for us. and not good for family, not good for your kids, not good for your friends, not good for work, not good for society, but good for yourself. Figuring out boundaries that you need to set in place for you. Figuring out how does life work for you? How can it be easy for you? How can you commit to yourself? How can you stay in the long haul? How can you ride this thing out truly? And the only way that you'll learn that and know that is by working on you. It's by figuring out who you are and knowing yourself more than anybody else ever could or would other than God. But just knowing yourself in and out and figuring it all out. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you. So guys, that's about 10 minutes. That's one thing I have at least committed to for the month of May, is getting on live for 10 minutes and just talking with you guys, building with attention, getting on here, showing up, making it easier for myself to get on camera. And yeah, so I'm going to cut it off here. I actually have another live that I'm going to get on. Her name is Canvas of a Runner. Excuse me. I have the link in my community post if you want to come and check it out. She's a South African. Let's see. Let me read her bio. She's a South African runner, and her whole YouTube channel is about your body is your bank account, invest in it, workout goal is, well, she says, I'm a recreational runner. I run primarily for keeping myself sane, for health and fitness, rather than for competitive purposes or specific training goals. So if you like to talk about health and wellness, if you like to talk about, travel, just lifestyle, I'm going to be over there talking to her, just having a conversation in about 30 minutes. So catch me over there. And welcome, Chords. Yes, looking forward to it. But yeah, catch me over there if you want to continue into watching another live. But yeah, today is day 25. We are checked off for the day. Make sure you guys are sharing, and subscribing, catching the replays, and check out my website, healingdailytolive.com, and download your free habit tracker so that you can stay committed to something. For the month of May, we are almost finished, but it's we're not done yet, and there's still a habit that you can commit to so that we can keep building upon this all year long, because that's what it's about. It's about the long haul. It's about just furthering ourselves more than what we ever could hope or dream. So I'll catch you guys again tomorrow for another live. Be day 26. Crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone that showed up. I hope that you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.